Well, the Giants began play all the way back in 1925. And almost 100 years later, this venue was built to house their next era. MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And we're off from MetLife. Return starts at the 3. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Throwing on their first play. Right off the rip, he's throwing deep. Well, they took their shot immediately. Would have been cool if they connected, but no luck. 2nd down.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And the Giants are too much. They take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Might just be a little late to get the ground game going, opening up this game with back-to-back passes. But when you come out of the gate slow and you put yourself behind the sticks, you really don't get in that rhythm you want to find early.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Completed to his running back. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and convert on 3rd and 17. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out! And it's picked out by the Giants. Well, that right there is exactly how you kill some momentum. An early setback, no doubt, but the first time out, fumbling it away in enemy territory, that's tough.
And such a bummer, right? Because the journey was going well. You script for success, you get that ball moving, and then you're right, you just lose all sorts of momentum.
His first throw is an interception. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Well, that certainly wasn't the end result he was after there, Brock. A big play to start the scoring, but we can definitely say this was not his intention, letting that pass go.
No, a lot of game left, though, and that's a positive. And you know what? He's going to have a chance to totally redeem himself after that one.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Back to the air following the pick 6. He finds Johnson. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Timeout called on the field, so we've got a player shaken up, and at the worst time, too. They just wanted to keep everyone healthy entering the playoffs next week. Throwing with a blitz on the way. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. He'll cobble together a yard there. Award that tackle to Michael Hall. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And he hauls it in for the New York touchdown. The Giants reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants tie this game 7-7. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Returnable from the 1. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Trying for the deep ball. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's completed right side. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has it down close. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Ooh, that play going nowhere, so he slides down and takes the loss.
Well, that play call, it was certainly about playing it safe and just running it from the goal-to-go situation. But I'm not sure it's possible with how well this defense is holding up.
They'll try again from the 4. It's 2nd and goal. Quick throw left side, complete. And in for the touchdown. Fairbairn now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Monarchs take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Pass him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Offense up to the line fast. Here's 2nd and 2. Finds his target, Robinson. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Working quickly here. First and 10, around to Robinson. He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. In for the tackle, that's Lucas Van Ness. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. Offense in the hurry up here. 3rd and long for him here. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Throwing it to start this drive. He puts some power on a deep one left. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Picked off by Deontay Banks. And he pays the price for the interception. Big hit brings it into that return. Well, they had the advantage for a moment, Brock, but turns out that is all just that moment because they throw an interception to give the ball right back.
And for once, both coaches on both sidelines are preaching the same message. Take care of the ball. Not often you see back-to-back plays end in interceptions, and we're right back to where we were just a couple moments ago.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's able to move it past the 45 before going out. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Short pass brought in, and he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the 45 on 2nd down. Getting out to his left. He sends this one to the end zone. And that won't be brought in, but I love the deep shot there. Some excitement. Welcome back. We'll begin this 2nd quarter with the Giants in possession. They'll have an easy 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Hits his running back. They get 28 out of that play. And the Giants will have a first down.
Yeah, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch. And it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Back now, pressure on its way. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. Defense, no doubt, still recovering from that interference call, Brock, but they've got to buckle down here. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Catch is made down the right sideline. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll give him a 1st down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's on the move. He's going to let this go deep down. That's grabbed inside the 30. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be a 1st down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway. Ugh.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Giants take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Inside the red zone, they could feel how tight they were to the goal line. And then bam, Brock, they're off the field after a clutch interception.
I tell you what, football is the ultimate team game, but this is a situation where an individual picks up all 10 of his guys out there on the field. Somebody else is going to pick up the tab at dinner tonight for him.
It's a gain of 22. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. And they pick him off again. Along the right sideline, there's space. And he makes the Husko. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Monarchs double their lead to 14. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
First and 10 at the 40.
1st and 10, looking to throw. Got a man, Robinson has it. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. Moving on into the red zone. He does it! Touchdown, New York! The Giants making a one-score game in the 1st half. A game-breaking play there, stunning the defense and giving this offense one for the highlight reel, baby.
Yep, just put another one on there, Cade. He is a threat to score anytime he touches the ball. The defense, well, they had him ready to go. They were ready to body him up in coverage, but receivers today, and we see it all the time, the best of them, they don't just do it through the air. They can use their legs as a weapon. That's a big-time touchdown run.
Yeah, all right, now another opportunity to convert this two-point try.
The Giants will line up for this.
And he's almost there, but no! They stop him at the last moment. Wow, he's going to be just inches shy of that two-point conversion. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Return starts from the goal line. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And that'll put him up across the 35-yard line as they begin the series.
37-yard line.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Completed over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They strike for 23 yards. And it sets up 1st down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Slot man motioned over. To throw it on 1st down. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Monarchs lead by 15 now. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Airing it out to start this drive. Finds him over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's good for a Giants first down. First and 10 at the 40.
Now looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
With the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, and it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
Second and 10 now. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw, but it's incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Here he is on 3rd and long. On the move, headed right. On the run right, throwing, brought in, inside the 20. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
And they pick him off again. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. The 40. Into the red zone. And the Monarchs take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
And what a huge bonus on top of the takeaway. Not only did you steal the possession, but you immediately, Kate, flip this field and give your teammates a golden opportunity to punch it in for 6. And if they score quickly, well, it'll put that opposing offense right back out there still reeling from that interception.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal. Goal to go. They're passing. He brings it in. He has the touchdown. Fairbairn now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Monarchs grow the lead now to 22 points. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Catch made over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Timeout taken by the offense. Their 2nd. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They're throwing it. Chased out to his right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know, Kate, years ago, my old high school receiver and I got together for a football camp. I could still close my eyes and throw him that slant. We've done it millions of times. You get a QB receiver connection like that, it's dynamite.
Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Throwing deep for the end zone. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. So now a much tougher task here as they come up on 2nd and 20. Throwing it again here. He's loaded another one up. Deep sideline shot is caught, and he gets out to stop the clock. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there, and a new set of downs.
You know by now, Kate, what I call that. That's that car wash ball. Just come to life. That's when you throw that ball right through that car wash and you throw it with such velo, it doesn't get wet. And to do it with that kind of accuracy down the field, this dude's elite.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. Still sticking with the passing game. Buys time, rolling right. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining.
I think we're starting to get a feel, aren't we, of why they like him so much in coverage. He reacts well to throws, is super adept at breaking up passes through contact, or like that one before they could ever reach the target.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. They are throwing it again. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. This one misses the tight end. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. A good defensive play breaks that one up. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Butker knocks it through. And it only does a little against the deficit, which drops to 19.
You know, you look at that 3rd down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. He doesn't like what he sees, so a touchback. They're going to begin at the 30. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. They've got a man in motion. Back to throw it. He's trying to push the field. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. The story is halfway told. Let's see what the back half has in store as we get started in the 3rd quarter. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Robinson on the inside give. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Caught quickly on the slant. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Shotgun now on third down. Hits his running back. It's a pickup of 11. And the Giants will have a first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Offense up to the line fast. Here's 2nd and 14. Finds his target, Robinson. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and 10 from the 41. A handoff for Robinson, running right. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. And the Monarchs getting back on his 6th interception of the season.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Has him on the quick hitter. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Not on the same page with his tight end. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Second down now, 7 to go. Short pass brought in. And he's taken down at the 30. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Finds the in route complete. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that gives them the first. From the red zone now. And he finds him in the end zone for the touchdown. The Monarchs push their lead further to start the half. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Monarchs continue piling onto this lead. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. That one intended for Jahan Dotson. And now they face second down. Back to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down. They'll run the draw with Robinson. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Working quickly here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It could be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Back now, pressure on its way. Forced out to his right. Catch is made. He's finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, no, it's out. Recovered by the defense. Man, they had to be exhausted by that point, Brock, which makes it even more impressive that one of them somehow found the energy to force a fumble like that, finally get them off this field.
Yeah, it's thrilling for the defense, Kate, but, geez, it's demoralizing for an offense because you could feel it. You could feel it when you've kept that defense and ground them to a nub, and you just feel that energy being sucked out of them. And to not take advantage of it just stings that much more.
Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he crosses midfield before going out. Give him 24 on that play. And they'll have first down.
Kate, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week. During practice, that both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope you have just a little space to operate. That play action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They got 24 yards on the play, and it'll give them a first down. Only one quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. This one. All right, I'll set up now. First and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. Finds a man right side. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Throwing with a blitz on the way. The throw is caught. And in for the touchdown. As he naps another touchdown, Brock, I gotta ask you, the former QB, is this the point where all the other guys who haven't scored or only have one touchdown today are coming over you and saying, bro, why aren't you looking for me? Throw me the football.
They may be saying it, but it's a little more of a look, Kate. Like, really? I mean, can I eat too? Do I get an opportunity to sit at the table? But when you got the rapport these two have right now and the confidence and the timing, boy, you look him up every chance you get.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. And this one's up there, but a little too far up there. Looking for his wide receiver there. So 2nd down coming up. Throwing now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. He's dropping back to throw. Hauled in left side. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
He'll throw it yet again. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They'll throw it again. And they pick him off again. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. Cuts right. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Play action on 1st down. Completed to his running back. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
From the 43. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
They are throwing it again. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. That one's out and cut on the right side. And he's brought down for a loss. They'll throw for the end zone. And we shouldn't be surprised as they connect in the end zone for yet another touchdown. The Monarchs are running them out of the building. Point after up and good by Fairbairn. And the Monarchs grow their lead yet again.
Giants 16.
They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You know, when we watch Combine each and every single year, I hope you get good enough to understand as a football fan, watch the big guys' first 10 yards. Don't watch the ends and the linemen run 40. Watch their first 10, because that's the most critical. And that defensive end showed you right there the kind of explosive burst in the first few yards to get home for the...
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. He put everything he had into this one. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Back to throw now. He's on the move. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that brings up 4th and long.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Throwing from the gun here. And they pick him off again! And the Monarchs will get it back with some time to work with. We've reached the 2-minute warning. New set of downs for him at the 38. Airing it out to start this drive. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Second and 3 now. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. We have a timeout now for somebody shaken up on the previous play, and as they work on him, his teammates hoping this doesn't keep him out of the postseason. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. Wow, they're going to pass it here. And a man is there to knock that away. Could not beat the defender there. So it'll be 2nd down.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
I think more than ever, QBs today are so good at doing this, Kate, buying himself enough time and actually finding a target downfield. Just this time, he couldn't quite make that connection.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Emmanuel Forbes makes the play. He's at the 30. He's at the 10, at the 5, and he takes it in for the touchdown. Great defensive effort late, even if this one's decided. McPherson at the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants cut into the lead by another point. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Return starts from the goal line. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
1st down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying again after the pick. McCarthy. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete. Just got a hand up on that to break it up. So that brings up 2nd down.
The trajectory of that ball changes while it's in flight. I'll tell you this, Kate, on shorter throws, these receivers are so good to adjust, can still bring it in. But over a long distance, a tip like that alters the course of the ball, and it sure makes it tough to adjust in time.
Complete out to the right side. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Pass play coming here. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Man in motion, out of the slot. Trying to throw here out of the gun. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, so this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest. Here we go, second and very long. And this is into the end zone, but incomplete. It was a win no matter what. They decided, hey, let's try for another touchdown to knee it out. Either way, this one's over. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with a win.